It is always a good time for football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first two seasons, and that's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston, and now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
On play action, here's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Stroud off the play fake. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw and force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Joey Porter Jr.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Morris. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big deal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stroud. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year, taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 21-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing again, Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Boswell able to knock it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points, not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
Chris Boswell.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Hit applied by Keanu Benton.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a handout to Marks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a 29-yard gain, and it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Houston.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
On second down, Marks. He brushed him off with ease. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Stroud. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down. But still a very good game. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Rodgers off the play action. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On 2nd down, Warren jerks away from one. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a field goal lead in our opening quarter.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 10, Texans 6.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. First and 10 from the 32. Man in motion, out of the slot. First down throw by Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Our score reads 10-6. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Stroud completes it quick. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. And the pistol, they're going to run with Marks. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They go play action with Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there, and that leaves him with 3rd and short. Went way outside there, trying to work that sideline, Bronco. By the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no regret.
Gain of 9 yards on the play, and it'll be first down, Houston.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Slot man motioned over. Stroud off of play action. Catch made by Woody Marks. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Stroud now on 3rd. Hits him on the in route. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This from 35 yards away. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Johnson now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Kate, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Rodgers from the gun. Catch made by Austin. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They toss to Warren, running right. Escapes the defender. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
False start, offense.
A costly false start penalty as third down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5.
Still third down.
So after the false start penalty, they're left with 3rd and 8. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Morris. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Stroud. Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back jack with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Stroud is hit, the ball is out. And the offense recovers, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
Ball on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Return starts from the 45. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers offense headed out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Left side, pump on Metcalf. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Okay, that was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Going for it with Warren. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
First down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So 1st down from the 41. Stroud off the play fake. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Drops back. Needs an open man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud again. He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Steelers calling their 1st time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Again, Stroud. Flushed out now to his left. Looks like about 4 yards on that 3rd down. Not enough for the first, but definitely enough to consider going for it here. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They're going for this from just a few yards out. They could get a touchdown or a 1st down here. From the gun, Marks gets it. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Texans get some late points and the lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans push their lead to 6.
16. Steelers 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Rodgers going to throw on first. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So first down from the 41. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So second down coming up.
Second down and 10.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Rodgers throwing again on second. Makes the grab downfield. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Again, Rodgers. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr. We'll have it at the 35 before the return hits the sideline. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
It's first and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Shotgun now, first round. Finds the in route complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Stride to throw on first down. That is caught, and it's Higgins again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. A run for Warren here to start the third. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Rodgers from the gun. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one going to go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. That's his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. They sneak it with Rodgers. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you've got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. In motion right is Metcalf. On first down, Warren. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
48-yard line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's good.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. A give left side to Warren. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 4 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. Continuing to dig. He's inside the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 35-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Noel to return this. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
1st and 10 from the 32. Gets marks on the handoff. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Putting a receiver in motion. Stroud off of play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And last drive left him in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying an inside give to Warren. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Play made by EJ Speed.
Down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
This is Warren headed right. Warren finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
EJ Speed on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers off the play action. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
To the air on 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Rodgers set to pass. That one is incomplete. complete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. He keeps it himself. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. Got all of it, and this is good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game!
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game. A whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. He dodged the tackle. That ball's out. Smith lost it. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you. Every single pitch, the ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Warren here from the gun. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Okay, remember when Sebastian Janikowski was taken in the 1st round by the Raiders? It was because he could make kicks of this distance. Today, boy, we see kickers seemingly every week getting this job done, but it doesn't in any way minimize the accomplishment.
Now Boswell on to send this away. No to return this. Jukes away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Marks headed right. Saw a lot of daylight there up the middle, and he took advantage. 5-yard gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the gun, Stroud. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
This connects with Schultz. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Texans.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down, it's a run with Marks. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That's caught. This is Kirk. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Chubb trying to run his way in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a handoff to Marks. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Texans 23, Steelers 19.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That's cut in stride by Freiermuth. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Rodgers from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about 29 yards on first down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. Now Rodgers. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. So it'll be second down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Trying to push deep downfield. Brought in, deep down the sideline. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Steelers jump in front late. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
26, Texans 23. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. No to return this. Escapes the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Setting up to pass. He'll try and run this. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll be a 1st down Texans.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Running back sent in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, it came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though...
Now, hang on. They want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game.
The previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they sent it to a 2nd set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run gets them 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. They'll motion the slot man right. They're going to pass it here. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He's back to throw. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out. Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.